What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Straight to the point. Back at y'all with another one. Doing the ones and twos in the morning like I always do. Um, let's get right to it, man. Um, I want everybody to be sure that they hitting their notifications because YouTube still isn't sending out my notifications. Um, for some reason, but it's nothing new, man. I think I know what's going on. And also be sure to sub to my Sixers news channel. They're not sending a lot of notifications out. What's up with it, Ted? I see you in here, bro. They're not sending a lot of notifications out, but nevertheless, man, it don't stop nothing that we're doing around here. It's not gonna stop the growth. It's not gonna stop the grind. Definitely not gonna stop the hustle. The hustle and bustle. Now, Shawn Kemp, another one of my personal favorites, man, who I used to like to watch. I wish he had panned out um, when he was playing. Unfortunately, drugs and weight gain had kind of slowed him down, went through some things, but he still was able to become an entrepreneur after that, opening up the marijuana dispensary with him and GP, him and the glove. So he was able to rebound, and it's been quite lucrative. And a lot of people don't know this, but Cliff Robinson, R.I.P. to Cliff Robinson, he was the one that actually inspired Shawn Kemp and Gary Payton and a couple other guys. I forget the other guy who's getting in the marijuana business too. Paul Pierce, but there's a couple of other guys that are getting in the marijuana business. But he had actually inspired those guys to do that. So, he found a niche, he found a lane, and he was able to rebound from a lot of the stuff that he had went through. Yeah, Al Harrington. There you go. Yeah, Al Harrington. It's a couple more though, man. It's a couple more, but nevertheless, man, Shawn Kemp was on his verge to being one of the greatest, possibly even the greatest power forward to ever touch the basketball court. I mean, this guy was amazing. Shawn Kemp could do it all. Everybody don't think that Shawn Kemp could shoot now. Shawn Kemp could shoot now. He wasn't stepping out for three, and all that stuff. But he could hit the occasional mid range. But his thing was putting on the show. But he also had moves too at the rim too. Sometimes he wouldn't even dunk. Sometimes he could finish softly on you too. If you remember, the Rain Man. You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. No. Yeah, man. But Shawn Kemp, he crowned Magic Johnson as the GOAT, and I wanted to talk about that. And the reason why he crowned Magic Johnson as the GOAT, and I put this on my Straight Sixers news page. Make sure you sub to my Straight Sixers news page, all right? Because I'm going to be going hard on the content on there. What's up with it, Cypress? What's up with it, Stephen Green? You said, salute, Polo. Thank you so much for putting Shawn Kemp on the top here of some of my fans not getting. Yeah, well, I don't know what it is with the you. I have a feeling I know what it is, but I'm trying to keep my mouth shut. Like I said, I just already got out of YouTube jail or whatever, man, and I've been having to dummy down a lot of stuff that I say and a lot of stuff that I do around here. I'm beginning to find that out. They're taking away our freedom of speech. You can't do this, you can't do that, So it's just, man, it's getting crazy or whatever. But like I said, I have another avenue that I'm fitting to go down. I'm setting up the Rumble. I got some other things in the work right now, so I'm always at work. My guy Cypress knows that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always cooking up something, and then when I pop out, that's when I'm gonna pop out. It don't look like much right now, but trust me, it will. It will soon. You said Kemp could shoot the mid range with a nice passer. Yeah, he was a nice passer. Could catch the alley. You met Shawn Kemp in '91 versus Washington at the Capitol after the game. Yeah. Now, I'm talking about Shawn Kemp. Not so much his play though, Stephen. I'm talking about Shawn Kemp crowning Magic Johnson as his GOAT. Okay. I wanted to talk about that for a second. Now, there are a lot of people, and I do mean a lot of people that have Magic Johnson as the GOAT. Okay? I want people to really understand that. Before a lot of people got to understand that before Michael Jordan had came on the scene and everybody else started coming on the scene, Magic Johnson, a lot of people were calling Magic Johnson the GOAT. I got a couple family members that have called Magic Johnson their GOAT. Okay, because I got a family member that got Dr. J as the GOAT. I got a family member that got Magic Johnson as the GOAT. I know a couple of guys that got they're not family, but they friend of the family, and I'm talking about older family members that have Wilt Chamberlain as their GOAT. You know what I'm saying? They don't even mention Michael Jordan. They'll be like, Michael Jordan, he was all right. Like that's how they talk. They'll be like, he was all right, but he wasn't no team player, man. He wasn't no team player. He didn't get a team involved. And that's what conversation be like. Now, Magic Johnson was a phenomenal player. Now, I don't have Magic Johnson as my starting point guard though. And I stand on that. A lot of people they get mad when I say that, but I have my reasons. But he's a phenomenal player. It doesn't take anything away from what he's done for the game. People really trip out when they say, "Man, you don't got Magic Johnson as your starting point guard." No, I don't. Get over it. Just like I don't have LeBron James as my starting small forward. Get over it. There's a lot of people that don't have Michael Jordan as their starting shooting guard. They got Kobe. What you gonna do? Candace Parker don't got MJ in her starting five. Glorilla ain't got. I'm sorry. I know I sound like a fanboy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Glorilla had mentioned her top five too. She ain't got MJ up in there. There's a lot of people that don't have MJ in there. Nah, man, I just like her grind, man. I like her grind. I like her grind, man. But everybody be talking down on her though, man, including my boy Cypress, man. He from Memphis, man. He called her everything but a child of God. But guess what? She getting that money though. You know what I'm saying? I guess Cypress is doing her a favor. You know what I'm saying? But me, I've always, there was a lot of people that was talking down on her when she first came into the game. I'm like, do y'all not realize that this girl is finna take over? But anyways, I ain't talking about Glorilla, man. Listen, she didn't have MJ in her top five. That was the main thing. But a lot of people got to understand that Magic Johnson, to a lot of the eyes of the basketball community, the reason why they chose Magic Johnson as their GOAT was because of the team play aspect. When you talk about like the 80s and stuff, it was more about the team, team play and stuff. I think that's why a lot of people they appreciate a team like the Warriors and, like the Spurs and, I'm trying to think of some other people. Even, man, you even got to throw the Houston Rockets in there as a good team, solid team play. No individual. The Detroit Pistons, and mainly like really shoot both teams, especially that '04 team. It wasn't that main guy on there. You know what I'm saying? Now the Spurs, they had a main guy. It was Tim Duncan, but you still had other people that you could rely on. You said she fake? Hey, her money ain't fake though. What's up with it, Alex? Her money ain't fake. Damn, Alex, man. Hey, Alex done been in hiding, man, since the Warriors went out of there, man. Yo, Alex don't want to talk to nobody, man. Man, it be all right, man. Look, man, hey, it's sad what the Warriors is going through, man. Hey, man. Alex like, man, fuck all this, man. I don't want to watch basketball no more. Nah, man. Hey, the Warriors gonna be straight. And but I did hear there was some reports yesterday that they're sick of Draymond Green being volatile. But they say that all the time. I don't believe anything is gonna happen. And if it does happen, I don't think it's gonna be a case where they're gonna go within the conference or anything like that. I believe, like I said, I was telling Who Is Hendo, shout out to Who Is Hendo, shout out to the whole Michigan and Detroit and 8 Mile and BMF, all that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Flint, that area. I done been up there, Ada, you know what I'm saying? All that up there. Lansing, all that. I believe that Clay is gonna go to Orlando. What's up with it, Matt? I see you in here, bro. You said your Sixers might upset the Knicks. Hey, we got a big chance, but we got to be all on one accord. Joel Embiid is not 100%, man. If you could clearly see that he's not 100%. He's not in playoff conditioning. Like I told you, go back and go listen to my videos. I told you. I said that he is not going to be in playoff and play-in shape. Everybody's body is already worn. And Brunson can break down the defense, but I believe that Maxey can stay with Brunson. He has the speed enough to do that. Maxey got really quick feet, man. And he's very fast, but he got to stay in front of him, though. What's up, The Real? You said I have Paul Presley as a go for Milwaukee and Fred Downtown Brown. Magic problems at the point guard position. Well, there was a lot of people that gave Magic problems at the point guard position. Dennis Rodman gave problems to Magic at the point guard position. Scottie Pippen, he gave Magic later on in his career problems at the point guard position. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing that's why, like, everybody wonders, like I was telling Cypress, can Tim Duncan pick up Magic Johnson 94 feet? Nah, he can't, but Dennis Rodman can. Can Tim Duncan pick up Isaiah Thomas 94 feet? Nah, Dennis Rodman can. Can Tim Duncan pick up Muggsy Bogues 94 feet? Nah, Dennis Rodman can though. So what I'm saying is like he could guard anybody on the floor, and that was my reason for picking him up at the power forward position. And one of the things that he was excellent at was guarding Magic Johnson. He gave Magic Johnson hell, Dennis Rodman. If you could clamp down on a guy like Magic Johnson, that pretty much that takes a lot of what you got away in terms of your playmaking and stuff. Now you still got Worthy, and you still got Byron Scott, you still got Kareem and all that, but you don't really have a solid ball handler. Coop would handle the ball though. Yeah, Alvin Robinson. I was gonna say Alvin Robinson, but a lot of people they look at Alvin Robinson like, oh, who is that guy? But Alvin Robinson was that guy on defense. I'll only watch Denver destroy Lakers plus the draft. Nah, man, you gotta watch it all. Man, you gotta watch it all. Alex, come on, man. See, that's the thing. Y'all only watch. Man, you can't be one-dimensional, man. You gotta be able to watch everything. Like, listen. That's how you learn a lot of this stuff. If you only watching your team, or you only watching, the Lakers or something like that, man. Nah, man. I'm watching it all. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't just watch, like I said, I don't just watch basketball, man. After basketball, shit, I'm gonna jump right into another sport. You know, oh man, there ain't no basketball season. There ain't nothing to talk about. Yeah, right, man. Nigga, what you talking about? We got the Olympics coming up. We got the Summer League coming up. You know what I'm saying, man? You got to keep it going. You got to keep that shit going, man. Oh, man, I don't know how to talk about anything else. I do. Shit, man, I could talk about the series going on with BMF. I was watching that this morning. I think the writing, man, they messing up with the writing this season. I don't like how this season is going. But I'll talk about BMF in a little bit. I'll probably do a series breakdown on that. Yeah, we got baseball coming up. Yeah, we already in baseball. Yeah, we do it all, man. Come on, Alex. Man, you got your Detroit Tigers. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep up with what's going on with the Lions. You know what I'm saying? NFL. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you a couple months in the summer. Next thing you know, it's gonna be time for football again. And I know Cypress mess with football. I know Ted mess with football. You know what I'm saying? I know Matt Moses, man. He be up in there, whining about his 49. Shit, the brother Chilltown, shout out to Chilltown from Players Choice. Man, Chilltown be doing hockey. Messing around doing hockey. Oh, you a Packers fan. Ooh, woo. That boy Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love, man. I like Jordan Love. He's becoming the Cowboys kryptonite. Oh, okay, all right. So, man, see, okay, so I didn't lose you. All right, so you do be at all the games. What about the Red Wings? Hey, Alex be at the Red Wings games. He be at the hockey game. Next thing you know, man, he be up in there. He'll drive down to, go to the Spartan area. Okay, but are you Wolverines? I think you Wolverines. I don't think you Spartan. It's crazy that they got rid of Juwan Howard, but you say you don't watch hockey? I do. I watch that motherfucker, man. I like the way they be crashing into motherfuckers and shit. Man, I mess with hockey too. If you go to a hockey game too, man, that keep your adrenaline pumping too because that puck, man, there was a guy that saved a puck from hitting a little kid. It was like 4 or 5 years old. The puck almost hit the kid and stuff. I used to go to them little semi-pro hockey games. I never been to a pro like an actual professional hockey game, but I went to a semi-pro hockey game one time. Yeah, Jordan Love go hard, man. Hey, Jordan Love is on the come up, man. These guys, man, they trying to get some of these other quarterbacks up out of here. Okay, man, this is the new takeover for black quarterbacks. All right, you got C.J. Stroud. They got Houston already going to the conference championship. That's what they got them projected as. Now that they made that move, getting Diggs. So Houston is going to be a threat. Then you got Jordan Love, okay, with the Green Bay Packers. Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying? He's still a threat. He done added Saquon. Okay, the Ravens. Now, they got Lamar, and you got Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? You can't never count out Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? You got Mahomes. Yeah, Mahomes, yeah, he black, all right? He a yellow nigga, but he black. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, dang, it's like the top quarterbacks, man, they black. And I'm loving it. No, I don't see that happening, though, Steven. See, the thing about us, man, is we did a terrible job in the beginning rebounding. Now, on paper, it might look good because what's it called? The last game, we actually out rebounded. We actually out rebounded them 49-45. Joel Embiid had, I think, he had about 12. I think he had about it was 30. I think he had about 11 or 12 rebounds. I can't remember, but he was in double figures and rebounded. It looked good on paper, is what I'm saying. But there were some rebounds that he missed because he clearly was not in the shape that he needs to be in. And Paul Reed didn't really get, as much burn or whatnot. Tobias Harris was out there missing layups and stuff like that. We can't be doing any of that. It was on their side, Bam, he was getting all the rebounds. The Miami Heat did an excellent job of rebounding, and they were throwing a lot of different schemes at us. The basic schemes like the zone, but then also they were throwing some traps in there that Maxey couldn't figure out. Even Kyle Lowry was having trouble figuring out the traps that Eric Spoelstra was sending at us. Oh, the spring game? Okay. Oh, yeah, you got the Buckeyes. The spring game. Ain't that yellow? That's yellow and blue, or I think it is. Yellow and black. Yellow and navy blue. My bad. Yellow and navy blue. Yeah, I like the spring games. I like all them 7-on-7s, man. Hey, people be getting into it over 7-on-7. Like, if y'all want to really go, like, and see, like, especially adult, like, flag football and adult semi-pro football and stuff, these guys be getting so emotional, man, out there. Oh, you a big hockey fan, Stephen Green? Who you like in hockey, man? Stephen Green be out there ice skating and shit. We need some brothers to take over. Well, not well. We got black hockey players. Matter of fact, I forget the goalie's name. It was a goalie, man. This dude, I don't know if he's still in there or not, man. He was black though. He was a black goalie. I forgot what team he played for. Now we got a couple of black players in hockey, man. Cause you gotta think about it, man. Canada got a lot of black players that actually play hockey like that. Kyle Mike Lowry. Kyle Mike Lowry. Yeah, Bad Boys 4. I'm glad Will's back on the scene, man. They tried to demonize that man for slapping the hell out of Chris Rock. Man, that shit go on in everyday life, man. I done seen that stuff happen at barbecues. Like, that ain't nothing, man. Like, but you know, people like, oh my God, he slapped. Now, had that been a white person, let's say Will Ferrell would have slapped the shit out of Matt Damon or some shit like that. Man, they would have let that go. They wouldn't be all like, well, Will Ferrell should be canceled for what he did at the Oscars. But because it was two niggas, guess what? They tripping about it. All right, man. Now, who y'all got out of the Clips and the Mavs? That's what we got to talk about. We got to talk about Kyrie and Luka. We got to talk about Kawhi. Will he show up? We got to talk about James Harden. Will he show up? Russell Westbrook. Will he show up? PG-13. Will he show up? Will the Clippers, the role players, Plumlee, all them guys on there, will they show up, man? So y'all got the Mavs. Will the Mavs get over the hump? Because listen, Luka can kill them all day, but if he ain't winning, it don't mean nothing. Now that I can agree with the brother Herm on that one right there. Until he gets the win, now, because I don't think I think he said that the Mavs, the Clips don't have Luka's number. The Clips don't have Luka's number from an individual standpoint, but from a team standpoint, they do. What's up, Mike? Yeah, PJ, watch it. Man, don't forget about Derek Lively. Don't forget about Derek Lively and Hardaway Jr. Man, it's a shame, man. Hardaway Jr., man, that's one of my favorite guys, man, in the league, man. I always liked him, man. I think that injury, man, though, a couple of injuries that he's had has set him back, man. But he's got to play better, though. You hope they win a Rocket. Well, we'll see. Man, listen, bro. The Mavs have a great chance as anybody in the Western Conference because they've been there before. They've been to the Western Conference. In the last couple of years, you got to think about it. The Mavs have been to the Western Conference. They didn't make the playoffs last year. But you got to think about what they were doing the years prior. They went to the Western Conference Finals when they didn't have Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? So Luka had actually got close. Okay, he actually had got close. So now he knows what it takes a little bit. Okay, now the Clippers. Look, man, I know some Clippers fans, man. Shout out to the brother BJ, man, the Pull Up Podcast. Shout out to Rated R and them, Showtime, all them guys, man. That's Clippers fans. I know y'all. I know y'all gonna probably be disgusted with what I got to say right now. But look, y'all are under pressure, man. Okay, y'all are under pressure. Kawhi is under pressure to get it done. He up in there getting his jersey for the USA team. No, you got to worry about what's going on right now. And then you got to worry about that knee that's getting drained too. Now, he done had a solid season. He played a lot of games. I think he played more than 60 some odd games or whatnot, man. I can't remember the total. But he played a lot of games this season. And so I was happy that he did that. On top of that, Paul George, you got to worry about him. Everybody gets on Kawhi about his injuries and all that other stuff. You got to worry about Paul George. Ever since he had that devastating leg injury, it's like, damn, you got to wonder if he going to be healthy or not. Then you got to worry about if James Harden is going to pull the same stuff that he has year after year. So you guys are under pressure to get it done. It's like they're going to sing the same old song with the Clippers. And I happen to like the Clippers. I don't be calling them strippers and none of that because I appreciate the Clippers. I appreciate the Clippers culture and stuff like that, but they got to get it done, though. Man, listen. When you had, of course, D. Miles and Q Rich back in the days, the bros, the Bankhead Bros, okay, it was a good show for when you had Lamar Odom and you know what I'm saying, you had a few guys on there that was able to showcase, but they just couldn't win. All right, I remember they used to have a reality show on them guys. And then of course, some years went by. Then they came with the Lob City. They had that Lob City era. Everybody was projecting every year the Lob City to go to the Western Conference Finals, even sometimes the Finals. Never could get over the hump. A couple years went by, then now you ushering in the Kawhi and PG era. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's been the same old thing. They could never get over the hump. And I can't talk down on the Clippers because, shit, we ain't no better. We ain't got out the second damn round. When I talk about the Sixers. But I give everybody the same smoke. But you said Lob City was a big disappointment. Yeah, I agree with that. Harden playing for legacy. Yeah, and the payday. That's facts. That's facts, the real. That's facts. No. I got to disagree with you on that, the real. Now, the Grizzlies have actually been competitive. You've looked at the Grizzlies and been like, oh, shit. Man, they coming out of nowhere. Now, with the grit and grind, they actually had a team. Now, were they the most fanciest team? No. But they were able to get the job done or whatever. But they couldn't get over the hump. But I understand what you're saying. But I felt like with Lionel Hollins, they actually had a chance to actually at least be in the finals, though. With the style that they played. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a pretty style, but they were able to get the job done. It was like a team, oh shit, we got to play against Memphis. They all about defense. They going to keep the score low. And I kind of liked it that. I liked it that. Now, but this Memphis Grizzlies team now, I think let me tell you something about that though. You know how Drew Holiday had left the Bucks, and now the Bucks defense is not what it used to be. It's like something is missing. I think that's what's going to end up happening to Memphis. It's like something is missing, even though with Marcus Smart and everything, but um, but it's like when John comes back, I don't think that he's gonna allow his team to lose. Now, do I see them going to the finals right off the bat? No, but they're gonna be more competitive when John comes back, and I see them making a couple moves too in the offseason that could probably help their team. But losing Derrick Brooks was a big loss, man. You said the Lakers will always be a threat, and you don't have to like them. Everybody hates them. You know what I'm saying? But when you got LeBron on there, you always got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't have to love him. He ain't got to be your favorite player or anything like that. But and then you got AD, who's actually been playing good, man. AD has really, like I told you, he's been the best player. But he gotta play good. All that stuff that he was saying before the season started, he gotta let it come to life. He wanted to smoke. That's what I was saying yesterday. You got the Mavs and the Nuggets in the Western Conference Final. That's gonna be a hell of a series right there. Yeah, man, that was a big loss, the real. I didn't, but look at what happened to Houston. Memphis's loss was Houston's game, and now you have another competitive team because Houston, they're gonna build on what they had last season. So what? Shout out to the brother Greenleaf, H-Town fan, and shout out to Mr. Mass. I know they Houston Rockets fans and stuff, but um, Houston got something to build on. Houston got something to build on. You got a guy in Jalen Green, who is destined to be a superstar. You got a whole bunch of young talent on that squad, and just to develop. You got some guys on there that ain't nothing. They're babies, like 19. Ime Udoka is loving that. Anthony Davis, when dominant, is better than Joker. Yeah, like I would say rebounding, and if you want to talk all that bag stuff, yeah. But as far as playmaking and stuff like that, I don't. I'm not gonna say because what Anthony Davis didn't he? He put up big numbers against Jokic at one time though. I forget which game it was. It was one game. I forgot what game it was where Anthony Davis, man, he clearly dominated Joker. Was that last year in the Western Conference Finals where they were keeping the game close? It was AD. Yeah, yeah. Listen. A lot of people got to understand this. A lot of people got to understand this, though, Ted. AD, yeah, it's cool that he scores and stuff like that. But everybody gets on AD. Oh man, why don't he score and why is he shooting and all this other stuff? I don't need you. I don't need AD to do any of that. When he was at Kentucky, what was AD? AD was a phenomenal shot blocker and a rim protector and a rebounder. And of course, he was a cleanup man and he could dunk and all that other stuff. But his bread and butter was defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding, and being a rim protector. if you go back and you go look at the Kentucky, he didn't average that much when he was at Kentucky. How much did he average at Kentucky? To my knowledge, I know him and Karl Anthony Towns when they were playing up under Calipari like that. They weren't averaging that much, but they were so important to that team. I think he was getting like a double and stuff. Somebody fact check me on that. On AD's stats. He had a solid team around him in Kentucky. Yeah, he did. But you can't discount what AD was doing. Listen, his presence, Cypress, man, like a young, skinny AD. Like that's the AD that I want in there. Him coming out there, with New Orleans and stuff. That's the AD that I want to see. I don't need a center or a big man, a power forward. I don't need him to do that much scoring. I don't need him to do that much scoring. I guess that's my old school way of thinking. But really, I don't like. It's like with Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon doesn't need to be a scorer. All he needs to do is just be a solid defender, okay, actually a great defender, and can be able to switch up, especially when it comes to the pick and roll, guarding that backside. Because that's another thing too. Denver is gonna shout out to who was it? I think it was Reggie on the locker room. Shout out to the locker room and all them guys over there. He brought up a point about how the Lakers could actually get the Nuggets is by them backsiding all the time, because if you bring in Jokic, if Jokic is out on the perimeter, they could backside all day. Yeah, 14 and 10. Like I told you, he didn't average that much in college. You know what I'm saying? But that was good enough for him. Listen, you don't need to, like, Dikembe Mutombo wasn't averaging that many points and stuff like that. And, he didn't have no bag at all. But guess what? He was a three-time defensive player of the year. I guarantee you Michael Jordan will pick up Dikembe Mutombo in a heartbeat. No. Cypress. No. Cypress gonna try to go to the hotel, Ted. Dikembe Mutombo gonna have like, I'll say about like four females in there. Cypress gonna try to get in. Dikembe Mutombo gonna be like, he gonna look down and Cypress gonna be like, no, and shut the door on him. He gonna be like, no, this is my room. They gonna be like, Dikembe, hurry up. Bye, Cypress. Nah, but I don't need, like I said, I don't need my center or power forward to do that much scoring. And really, honestly, like, a lot of people got to understand this too. The 3, the 4, and the 5, they don't have to do that much scoring. They don't have to do that much scoring. Larry Bird really didn't, there was games when Larry Bird didn't really score a lot of points. They didn't jump out at you and stuff like that, but he made up for it with his rebounding and playmaking. Um, I'm trying to think of some other guy like Tim Duncan. There were games where Tim Duncan, you might have looked at it. He might have had maybe 20 points, but he'll make up for it. He'll have like 15 rebounds. He'll have like 3 or 4 blocks. He'll have a couple of steals. Yeah, Cookie Monster. Jokic can move lateral, but it's not. He can't move like quick. That's why. Now he's worked on that portion of the game. See, when it came to Jokic and when it came to Rudy Gobert, that's why a couple seasons ago they were always getting exposed. When you brought them out on defense, that free throw line extended area, like guarding a high post, that's what the area of weakness was. Everybody knew that about Rudy Gobert, but Rudy Gobert has gotten better. I think he's worked on that, and we'll have to see how that works in this year's playoffs against Minnesota. Oh, yeah, Minnesota, man. Who y'all got in the Minnesota series? Hmm? Who y'all got in the Minnesota series? You got the Wolves. Cypress, I disagree with you. LeBron, listen, LeBron don't need to get 40, man. That's the thing. He doesn't need to get 40. Everybody, a casual will say that, Cypress. A casual basketball fan will say that. But a guy that really knows basketball, like yourself, like Ted, a couple of these other guys, LeBron, all he needs to do is to get his buckets or whatever, but he also needs to be able to play hard, and he's gonna have to lead by example too as well. And the other guys got to show up too. Like for instance, with the Pelicans, they were shit. The Pelicans had them up in double digits at one point in the first half, and LeBron wasn't playing that good. But you know who came through? It was D'Lo. It was Austin Reeves. You don't need to score 40. Listen, let me tell both of y'all this, right? This is how it should be. This is how it should be. This is how it should be. You gotta get okay, if you get at least 15 to 20 points, but also 15 rebounds and a few blocks from AD, but he gotta be there. His presence is needed. Him getting hurt and all that, you might as well forget it. Okay, you're gonna be competitive. D'Lo, he gotta maintain consistency with his shooting. He's gotta shoot a good percentage. You have a good chance. And he's got to actually be accurate. He can't be having a game like he did against the Kings and stuff and be shooting, 2 for 10 and all this other stuff. No. Austin Reeves, he has to at least show up and also play both ends of the floor. Rui, he's got to show up. Okay, Jackson Hayes. And the guy that nobody is talking about here either, Ted and Cypress, Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent, he does so much for your team. It's not even funny. Gabe Vincent is a lockdown threat. Listen, Gabe Vincent don't need 20 though, Cypress. That's what I'm saying. the game is gonna slow down. Denver, Mike Malone came from your system. Cypress, he came from the Spurs system. Do you know that how cerebral Mike Malone is? He talk a lot of shit, okay? I give Mike Malone that. He does talk a lot of shit. But that guy is smart. Another thing that was brought up, okay, I think Chilltown, shout out to Chilltown Hoops and shout out to Ticket TV. They got to speed the game up because Denver likes to slow it down at times. Denver can speed it up when they want to, but the Lakers, if they play fast, they're gonna put Denver at the edge of their seats. Yeah, exactly. So you got Phoenix over Minnesota. Man, this is going to be a test. This is going to be a test for both. I like this matchup too. I'm going to talk more about that matchup in depth a little bit later. But KD, you know what I'm saying, facing Ant-Man. But I don't see nobody on Phoenix. Man, Ant-Man will break down that whole entire defense. No, they don't. Listen. They have to stop them, Memphis. They have to stop them. If you play, because then you get it. You don't play their game. You have to play that. You don't play Denver's game. Denver's game is you have what 6, 7 guys that could get you buckets and everything. They pretty much got a total package. They could play fast. They could play slow. They could play you defensively. They could grind it out. You know what I'm saying? They could get physical. They could win at the line. They could win at both lines, at the 3-point line and the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much got the total package. With the Lakers, they tend to be one-dimensional at times. If they're not scoring, if you don't have a lot of guys scoring or whatever, then they're not going to be able to stop anybody. But then you have some games where they actually play good defense and they stop people, and then they're clicking on all cylinders, and then their role players are coming in. With Denver, every game got to be like that. They've been getting their team's best when I talk about Denver, they've been getting every team's best every time they play because they're the defending champs. Lakers is Ted is a Lakers fan, Cypress. That boy bleed purple and gold. But it like what I'm saying to you Memphis man and Ted and Steven, everybody's mad that I'm saying that the Lakers can win. Listen, they can beat Denver. They can beat Denver. Listen, they've lost so many times. All you have to do is go in the film room as long as everybody's healthy. And listen, I don't really agree with Stephen A. Smith, but they actually got a big chance to win, man. Yeah, no, because listen, man. I like the way AD is playing. I like how, y'all remember last year, Ted, Memphis, Stephen Green, you remember memes, everybody, I think they were having meme competitions with AD. If it was, shout out to Two Raw. Two Raw was always coming with the meme competition. If it was LB coming with the memes or Ticket, one of the three. They were always coming with some sort of meme with AD laying on the ground. I was like, man, I can't even compete with these guys no more, man. I think what did it was when I think it was Ticket, man. He had AD just in a full cast in the hospital bed. Like, that's all you saw the last couple seasons was memes of, then they started taking our stuff on ESPN. They started taking, Stephen A. Smith tried to cover it up, talk about always dressed or something like that. But, he really wanted to take that away from Ticket, street clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying? They trying to cover it up. We know what you're doing. But anyway, my point is that like the last couple of seasons, that's all you saw was memes about AD. You know what I'm saying? About him being hurt or always on the sideline. You can't say that this season. And I like that fact that AD, even when he gets hurt, everybody's like, oh, Lord, man, what's wrong with him now? Guess what? He comes back into the game. Now, the eye injury, I understand that. When you mess up your eye, and I think somebody was like, man, get some goggles or something like that. Man, an eye is very dangerous, man. They could beat them, Memphis. Like, and listen, I don't want people to take this out of context, what I'm saying, all right? But if they knock off the champs, if the Lakers knock off the champs, you don't know how much of a monkey off their back it's going to be to go throughout the whole entire playoff, because they beat the best team in the league, in my opinion. Okay, some people got OKC, some people got Boston. I still got Denver as the best team because they done beat OKC and they done beat Boston. They done went to Boston and beat Boston. Yeah, he should. There's a lot of players that wore goggles. You know what I'm saying? The great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wore goggles. Buck Williams wore goggles. Shoot, let's keep going. Moses Malone wore goggles. Thurl Bailey, he wore goggles. Hakeem Olajuwon, he wore goggles. James Worthy wore goggles. Antoine Oh my God! I did. He brought up Antoine Carr. Man, Antoine Carr didn't even look like no basketball player, man. Man, shout out to Antoine Carr, but Antoine Carr looked like he get up in there and fix the car. He looked like one of them mechanics that step up out of there. He's like, man, what you need? Wiping his hands out of oil with the oil and yeah, he looked like he should be in a jazz band or something like that, man. Antoine Carr, he put on one of the player hats with one of them player suits or whatever, man. Be up in there with Cypress. He be like, hey, Cypress, man, you drinks on you tonight, man. That nigga Cypress be like, hell yeah, Antoine, come on, man. They'd be like, hey, oh no, that's Antoine, man, come on, man. He'll skip everybody in the line. He ain't got to stand and wait or nothing. Oh, that's big Antoine right there. Yeah, man, Antoine Carr, man. He made them goggles look cool though. I was like, man, why? Because he had those glasses, those kind of glasses goggles or whatever. They were kind of, they weren't really like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goggles or Hakeem Olajuwon or whatever, but he had like the glasses or whatever. Yeah, I remember Antoine Carr, man. Snorkel, yeah. Yeah, Horace Grant. Yeah, I forgot about Horace Grant too. Mm-hmm. I know. Hey, Memphis, man. Hey, Memphis. Me, you, and Ted, man. We be like, man, hey, who barbecuing this weekend? We going to Twan's. Hey, Memphis, call up Twan, man. Text Twan. Tell him we coming over. Twan gonna be like, man, hey, make sure you bring a slab of ribs, Cypress. Cypress gonna be like, man, I already got them marinated, bruh. He be like, man, hey, Cypress, man, you bringing the female? He be like, yeah, I'm bringing my female. Well, shoot, don't come over there, man. Don't come over here by yourself, man, unless you bring in like 3 or 4 females, man. You know how we get down. He be like, all right, bet. Cypress hit him up. They be like, hey, we having a party at Twan. Oh, really? You having a party at Twan's? Is the Kemp gonna be there? No. Man, I'm gone, man. Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment, man. I'll get at y'all later.